Hey guys, welcome to A Day in My Life. Today we're going to see what I read on a day when I was scheduled to work a double at one of my survival jobs. So I woke up a little bit earlier this morning to try to get some reading done. I was finishing the last 88 pages of Hera by Jennifer Saint. I only got 25 pages down, but then it was time to get ready. Oh, there's my medicated face wash. Shout out to my acne. I'm actually getting on Accutane soon, so if anyone has any tips or questions, I want to be very transparent about that. Acne has been a big part of my life. That was my clean and clear audition footage, obviously. Then on to skincare, we have moisturizer, another medicated topical, shout out to my dermatologist, and then sunscreen. I know that's going to be even more important when I start Accutane, so I'm trying to incorporate those good habits every day now. Also, am I the only person with acne who, the way I'm judging if I have a good skin day or not is based on how much or how little makeup I use? It doesn't matter what active breakouts I have, doesn't matter which pigmentation is showing through. If I can spot treat, suddenly I'm a girl that uses BB cream. Suddenly I am a CoverGirl model. Anyway, on to hair, we have a little bubble braid situation today. This is my second ever bartending shift, and I feel like if I look good, maybe they'll just tip me more. I don't know. We headed out for the day. It was raining, so that was awesome. Now imagine me on the train reading a book about female rage and two men sit next to me in man spread. Awesome. Anyway, before work, I went to Starbucks. I was feeling a little faint. I forgot to eat. I tried their new iced cherry chai. It was okay. Here's some footage of me setting up the bar, getting things done. This is me getting into costume today. I was swinging for the role of butler. Anyway, pre-show came and went, and now we are in the first act. This is where I do a lot of my reading for the shift just because I really have nothing to do but wait until intermission when I can open the bar again. I ended up getting 13 pages until the end. Intermission came and went. We shut everything down, and that was the end of my first shift. My boyfriend actually got done with his double early, so we spontaneously went to Mom's Kitchen and Bar for something to eat. We both split an iced coffee, which he dumped half of the milk on the table for, and then we both got these massive pancake burritos with scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon. Honestly, 4 out of 10. I went to this food emporium place across the street so I could sit down and read without actually having to buy anything. I ended up finishing the last 13 pages. I think I'm gonna give this a 3.9, very specific, I know. I headed back to the theater a little bit early because my phone was gonna die and I wanted to charge it. Here's me waiting to set up my patron lounge. They were doing physical therapy in the lounge, so I had to wait. Here's it all set up. You wanna be a patron so bad. And then here's some B-roll of me pretending to read Betrayal by Harold Pinter. I only had the digital version on my phone, so just imagine this is what it looked like. I ended up finishing that during the first act, and I think I'm gonna give it a 3.75. But you know the drill, another intermission came and went, and suddenly it's the end of the day and we get to go home. So this is me putting on all my belongings from my little locker, getting ready to leave. I had a quick little jaunt on the subway back to my humble abode, and then I finished the night with some leftover ramen and editing this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.